Hello, thank you for joining me today. My name is Diane and I have found my mat. Hopefully you have found yours. We want to come center on our mat. Pull those legs in, nice easy pose. Sit up on those seat bones, lengthen through our spine, and take a deep breath. You've made it. You've made it to this point. For the next hour is all going to be about you. So why don't we go ahead and set our intentions here. Close those eyes. Focus on that breath. I want you to start to slow those thoughts. The thoughts of the day. The thoughts of what you have to do after class. Just balance on those seat bones. Let those hands rest in your lap. Find that point of balance in your spine where you don't have to really hold yourself there. Gravity's pulling on those knees. Your legs are relaxed. Your core is engaged a little bit. But it takes little effort to hold you here. And we're going to take those hands and we're going to place them at our sides. Press them down into the mat. Pull those shoulders away from our ears. And give me a deep breath in. Exhale. Control the exhale. Do that one more time for me. Deep breath in. And then slow exhale. Next inhale, I want you to add a little lift into those hands. And on that exhale, we're going to bring those arms up nice and tall. Inhale deep. Exhale, drop them down. One more time for me right here. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. Nice and easy. We're going to grab a hold of those knees, rock back into those hips, and come on forward onto our hands and knees. We're going to get on those hands and knees, stack our hips right over those knees. We're going to work on some cat-cow. We're going to drop our head around our back. Let those toes relax. Pull your belly button up through your spine. And then flatten out that back. Arch. Drop those shoulders away from your ears. Press through your tailbone. Let's do that one more time. Round your back. Pull your belly button in. And exhale. Back to neutral. Placing your weight on your right leg, I want you to take that left leg and push it straight out. Point those toes and then flex your foot. You might hear some pops and cracks, just like mine. Excellent. Now we're going to hold that point, bend that knee, set it back down. Opposite leg, press it out. Flex that foot. Point those toes long through your neck here. Belly button is strong. Let's hold that point. Drop that knee down. Keep those toes together for me. Press your knees to the outside of the mat. Sit back, child's pose. Lengthen those arms long. Inhaling deep. Exhale, relax down into your mat. Nice and easy, you're going to come on up onto those hands, tuck your toes, pull those knees under those hips, engage your core, sit back in those heels, lift up into down dog. Take your time right here. You might want to walk those legs out a little bit, sinking into one hip, then the other. You're going to hold here, hold those hips, move those shoulders. Open up that chest. Inhale nice and deep. walk your feet towards your hands. Sit back on those heels. Lift up into chair. And hold. I want you to pull through your upper back here. Find those abdominals. Drive those shoulder blades down. Extend through those fingers. Inhale deep. On that exhale, come down to forward fold. We're gonna half lift. Come halfway up. Lengthen out your back right here. Draw in through your belly button. You can press those arms to the back. Long, lengthening through your neck here. Grounded through those feet, gripping on with those toes. Inhale, nice and deep. On that exhale, drop those hands to your mat. Walk it out to plank. Step down into full plank. Tuck those elbows in. Slowly press down. Tuck your feet. Lift up. Hold. We're going to get a nice stretch right here. Let those knees rest down on the mat. Draw those shoulders down away from those ears. Lift your chin. Squeezing those thighs. Tuck those toes. Lift your hips. Press into your heels here. Now walk those knees out. Get some nice ankle movements here. Stretching into those toes. Let's hold those heels down. Lift up to your toes. Drop into those heels. One more time. Walk your feet forward 2 steps. Sink back into your heels. Lift back up into chair. Hold. Now I want you to squeeze those knees together right here. Lift your chest. Oh, feel those inner thighs connect. Inhale, nice and deep. On that exhale, take it down. Forward fold. Hold. Now let's go up halfway. Lengthen your back here. Take those arms, extend them back. Feel that core connect. Inhale deep. Exhale, hands come down. Walk it out to plank. Hold strong. Slowly lower. Tuck those toes. Press up. Hold. Inhale deep. Exhale, toe tuck. Down dog. Rest here. Lift up to those toes. Same time. Now drop into your heels. Lengthen your spine through your tailbone. Inhale deep. On that exhale, walk those feet forward 2 steps. Sit back. Lift up. Chair. Hold. Now those knees are squeezed together in chair. Those shoulder blades are drawn down. Energy through those fingers. Inhale, nice and deep. Exhale, forward fold. Hold. Yes, draw up through those thighs right here. Spread those toes out. Half lift here. Take those arms, extend them back. Belly button strong. Inhale. We're going to come down to the plank, but we're going to add in now. Let's take that left foot forward. Drop into that right. Lift up strong into warrior 1. Set those shoulders. Now that back foot is pressed into the outside of that foot. Pull up through your thigh. Lift. Drop into that back. Inhale deep. On that exhale, bring those hands down. Step it back into plank. Lower down. Chaturanga. Tuck those toes. Press up. Hold. Up dog. Inhale. Tuck your toes. Exhale. Step back. So we're going to take those heels and we're going to walk them out one more time. I want you to play with the depth of that ankle mobility right here. So we're holding those shoulders strong, supporting our upper body, but we're asking those ankles to get a little deeper. Inhale deep. On that exhale, sink into those heels. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, 2 steps in. Sit back, lift up, chair, hold. Squeezing into those thighs here. Can you get a little lower? Can you sit back in those heels? Inhale deep. On that exhale, rise up. Take it down, forward fold. Now let's go half lift, hold. Take those arms, extend them back. Keep your head in line with your spine. Equal weight across those feet. Inhale deep. On that exhale, hands come down. Walk it out. Come into plank. This time, right foot forward. Sink into that left. Lift up into that warrior one. Remember to pull up through that thigh, pressing into the outside. Your foot is at an angle. Hold it here. Inhale, nice and deep. Exhale, take it down. Step back. Press up into down dog. Inhale deep. Exhale to plank. Hold. We're going to do that a couple more times. So we're going to draw up through your belly button here. Inhale. Tap that belly button. Round that back. Roll forward. And hold. I want you to feel that wave through your spine. Pull up. Sink into those heels. Engage your core. Roll on up. And hold. Strong bodies here. One more here. Down dog. Deep breath in. Up to those toes. Roll forward. Hold. Back to down dog. We're going to walk those feet forward 2 steps. Sit back in those heels. Lift up into chair. Pulling through your upper back here. Abdominals are still strong. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Grab a hold of the back of those ankles this time. Drop your head. If that's a little too much, come up a little. You don't have to try to get super low right now. Let's go half lift. Hold. Take those arms, press them out. Now we're going to challenge you just a little bit. I want you to press into your tailbone here. We're going to take those arms out to the side. There it is. And then take them all the way to the front. Hold. Take them back to the side. And then straight back. Hold. Big breath. Exhale down. Step it out to plank. Bring it back. Down dog. Lift. Tuck those hips. Roll it forward. And hold. Big breath in. Exhale. Lift. Sink. Come forward. Roll. Hold. We're just going to hold it out 30 seconds. Heating up the whole body here. Squeeze those quads. Press into those fingers. Lift your chest up. Embrace the shake. If you feel pain though, you drop to those knees right here. It's okay. Quality over quantity. Always. Big breaths. Control it. We're going to lift those hips slow. Sink into those heels. That felt like work, right? It's time to work now. So we're going to come up to plank. We're going to take that left foot, step it forward, drop into our right, and lift our chest. So that back leg is at an angle here. Front leg, knees are over those toes, or excuse me, ankle. I want you to feel the stretch in that right hip. We're going to lift our chest here. Clasp those hands. Open up that heart. Deep breath in. Let's do that one more time. One more big breath. Exhale. Release those hands. Lift them up tall. Little back bend. Arms come out to cactus. Feel the stretch across the front of the shoulders. Big breath. On your exhale, we're going to take those hands, bring them forward. Step that foot, back foot in a touch, and hold. Now we're going to come halfway up right here. So we have a flat back. Take your hand, press it into your hip here. Feel the lengthen in your hamstring. Feel the glute kick on. Option is to have those blocks right here for a little support. If you wish, though, clasp those hands, draw those shoulders away from your ears. Nice and easy, we're going to peel up. Stand tall. Now we're going back down. Here we go. Lead with that belly button first. Shoulders are down. We're going to hold it, hold it, hold it. Can you make that front leg a little longer? Release those hands. Inhale deep. We're going to exhale, drop those hands down. Bend that front leg. Step back into plank. Lift those hips. Down dog. Walk it out. Little shake out. Now let's hold that down dog. Hold. Come up to those toes. Come forward. Same leg. Bring it forward. Drop down into that back knee. Lift up right away. Inhale. Exhale. Open. Try to add that energy, that pull, that chin lift. Now I'm going to ask for a little more on that back leg. I want you to put pressure in that front foot and lift your back knee up. Hold. Woo-wee. You feel it? Big breath in. Drop into that knee. Release those arms. Bring them forward. Little step in. Set up that pyramid right away. Now you have the option to stay here or you can come up. Challenge that balance. Challenge those shoulders, pulling down a little farther. Now hold it here. Slow your breath. We're going to have a little standing split coming. We're going to take those hands, release them. Place them down on the floor, bend that front leg. Straighten out that front leg and pick up the back. Just hold. We are not going to get crazy with this standing split. All I want you to do is get that left leg activated. So we're pointing our right foot, flexing our right foot. That's it, hold that flex. Step back into it. Back to plank. Lift up into down dog. Walk it out. Notice the difference in those hips right now. We've been working on that left side for a while now. Let's hold. Come back to plank. Take that left foot forward, same one. Drop into that right knee. Lift up. We're building on this. Exhale. Squeeze the upper back. How we feeling? Big breaths. Inhale. We're going to exhale, lift that back knee up. And hold. Feel the hip flexor open. Big breath in. Exhale, drop down into that knee. Hands come up. Big breath. Exhale, step them down. Little pop in with that back foot. Straighten out your front leg. Come on up, hold tight. Can you make your spine longer here? Press into that tailbone. Straighten out those hips. Lengthen through the crown. Clasp those hands, hold in here. Big breath in. On that exhale, we're going to come down. Place those hands down. Bend that left front. Pick up that right. Straighten out your stabilizing leg. Again, if you need those blocks right here to lift you up a little higher, point and flex. Inhale nice and deep. On that exhale, hold that flex. Step back into that low lunge. All the way down into plank. Lift up into down dog. Walk it out. Now I'm going to give that hip a little bit of a release. We're going to come into three-legged dog. Hold. Pick up that left leg. Point your toe. Inhale nice and deep. On that exhale, bring it through and set it down into pigeon. Wow, that feels good right there, right? We are not done working that leg yet. This is its little release. I want it to have a little stretch. It's been working hard. So as you release into this pigeon, I want you to focus on squaring up those hips, making sure we aren't rocked to one side or the other. Breathing, slowing your thoughts. We're going to tuck our toes on that back foot. That was it. That was your break. Press into those hands. Lift your back leg and step back into your plank. Draw your belly button in. Down dog. How's that left hip feel? Better? Little walk out. Now come back to plank for me. Bring that left foot through. Drop into that low lunge. You guys know this already. Lift up strong. Big breath. Exhale, cactus arms. Hold. Inhale nice and deep for me. On that exhale, we're going to press up into that back foot. Lift those arms up. Big breath in. Exhale, bring those hands down. Take it all the way down into plank. But we're going to step that back foot in ever so slightly. Straighten up that front leg. Come back to our pyramid. Draw in through your belly button here. Come halfway up. Lengthen. Straighten out those hips. Feel that pull up through your hamstring. Reach those arms to the back. Big breath in. On that exhale, we're going to drop those hands to the floor. Bend that front leg ever so slightly. Pick up the back leg. I'm going to shift back slightly on my mat here. So we're now in that standing splits. And I want you to go from here, point your toes, draw your leg down, and stand on up. Wow, right? That balance. Whew. We pull our knee up, engaging our core here, finding our breath. We're going to take our arms, place them at our sides, long fingers. Big breath in, hinge forward. As you hinge, you're going to start to press into that back foot, lengthening, and we're going to hit warrior three right here. Now you go as low as you can. That might mean you're right here. This is still warrior three. It is still hard on that front hip. You're still drawing back. But if you can hold that balance here, you're really going to feel that engage. Parallel those hips with the floor. Big breath in. On that exhale, step into that back foot and come down to plank. Lift up into those hips. Down dog. Woo, walk it out. Great job, you guys. Inhale nice and big. Walk those feet to your hands. Sit back. Straighten out those legs into forward fold. Drop into those heels. Lift up into chair. Hold. Big breath in. On that exhale, drop it down. Hold. Let that head release. Let those shoulders relax. Let those hips loosen up. And we're going to roll on up and switch sides. It's time to work the other side. So if you have blocks that you would like to move, go ahead and do that. But we're going to come back to plank. And we're going to come back to that down dog. So we're going to go right here. Just come on down to the floor. Make sure you're set up the way you want to be, how it's comfortable for you. Press up into those hips. Walk it out. I want you to think about the difference between your right and left hips. One side's going to feel really tired. One side's going to feel ready to go. Let's hold it. Big breath in. On that exhale, roll up, come back to plank. We're going to take that right leg this time. Bring it forward. Drop down into our back knee. Lift it up. Hold. Now take a little time getting into this, okay? So that back leg needs time to warm up, those hip flexors. That front leg needs to be stacked right over that ankle. Lifting your chest here, big breath. Inhale nice and deep. On that exhale, you're going to come forward, place those hands down, step it back into your plank. Lift up into your hips. Shake it out. Now hold those heels down for me. Lift up onto those toes. Come back to plank. Take that right foot, step it forward again. Drop down into that back knee. Lift up and hold. Inhale. On that exhale, cactus those arms. Get a little back bend. Slide those shoulder blades down. Squeeze those core muscles tight. Big breath in. On that exhale, we're going to take those hands, lift up. Inhale, bring them down. Now little step in with that back foot and straighten out those legs. If you want those blocks, again, you're right here with those blocks. If you need them a little higher, just rotate them. So we're in pyramid. Take those hips, square them up. Right away when you push back, you should feel it down in that hamstring. Lift up, control through your core. Pull those shoulders away from those ears. Big breath in. On that exhale, we're going to roll it on up. Ooh, feel that right in your glutes. Big breath. Now belly button tight. You're going to peel back down. We are only going halfway to that halfway flat back point. Yes. Big breath. Inhale. Exhale, hands come down. Step it back into plank. Lift up, down dog. Walk it out, right, left. I want you to think about those ankles again for me. When we started, compared to what they feel like right now. They should feel pretty amazing, pretty loose. Hold, lift up, back to plank. Big breath. Take that left foot forward. Sink down into that back knee. Lift up strong, big breath. Exhale, cactus those arms. Now, we're going to take that back foot, press into those toes. Squeeze those glutes, lift that back foot up. Engage the heel. Big breath. Inhale. Exhale, drop that back knee. Hands come down. Now we're going to straighten out that front leg, little pop in with that back foot. Back to pyramid. Engage your core, lengthen through your head, Then come up and find your home base. What's that hip doing? Does it need to be recentered? I know for me, I like to rotate forward in it, so I have to push it back, tell it where it needs to be. Big breath. On that exhale, let's roll it on up. And it's okay to wobble. You just saw it. I wobbled. Big breath. Use that belly button. Roll down. But this time we're going to add in that standing split. Take those hands, release them down. Again, you can hold on to those blocks. We're going to come forward onto that front foot. Lift your back. Hold. Take your time here getting into it. Flex and point. Flex. We want to make sure those hips stay parallel with the floor, and then that chest is supported through those shoulders. Let's hold that flex. Set that foot down. Come back into plank. Press up, down dog. Hold. I just want you to sink into it here. Press your chest closer to those thighs. You are warm enough to do this now. Lengthen through your heel, all the way up to your tailbone, all the way down to the crown of your head. Fingertips are pressed into the mat. Big breath. Inhale. Exhale, come forward. We're going to take that right leg, step it forward again, drop into that back. Pick up, hold, inhale. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach. Exhale, come forward. Tuck your toes on that back foot. Little pop in. Straighten out that front leg. Square those hips. Lift your upper body. Hold. Take those shoulders away from those ears. Now, I don't know about you, but that glute, it's talking to me now. Big breath in. On that exhale, release those hands down. Slight bend in that front leg. Straighten it out. Pick up that back leg. We're going to flex and point. Now remember, we're not trying to yank it up there, getting it as high as we can. I just want you to find this 3-point balance. Adding energy into your heel here. You're going to have one more point. And we're going to hold the flex right here. Big breath. Step it back. Into plank. Down dog. Inhale. On that exhale, we go to 3-point. Taking that right leg up. Big breath in. Exhale, bring it through. Into pigeon. Little stretch. The stretch before the work, right? So I want you to lift your chest here, square those hips up with the floor. We want to get all that tension out of the hip because we're going to ask for warrior 3. Not a problem, right? Right. Tuck your toes on that back foot. Core tight, press up. Back to plank. Inhale deep. Exhale into down dog. Inhale. Exhale, come forward. Bring that right foot forward. Drop into that back knee. Lift tall. Hold. Inhale. Exhale, bend. Inhale, reach. Exhale, take it down. Straighten out that back leg. Little pop in. Into pyramid. Hold. Right here. Draw it down. Big breaths. We know what's coming. We know we got that warrior 3 coming. We're going to take our hands and we're going to place them down on the floor. Little bend in that front foot. Pick up that back. Then straighten out that front leg. Making sure there's a little tiny bend in it so we don't hyperextend. We're going to press and point and press and point. Now we're going to hold the point right here. Hold. Here we go. Are we ready? Drop that knee down. Lift your chest. Rise up. Oh my goodness. Point those toes. Squeeze those glutes. Press into that heel right there. Big breath. Now we're going to go into that warrior three. Find that balance. Draw those arms down. Lift your chin. Hinge forward. Start to press into that back foot. Find your level of low. Pull up through your thigh right here. Those hips, they're square with the floor. Draw those arms away from your ears. Big breath. Inhale deep. On that exhale, release your foot. Woo, big breath. Exhale, forward fold. Hang out right here for just a second. Give me one bend and then the other. Notice those hips. They should be feeling really good right now. Hands down. Step it back into plank. Drop to those knees. Tuck those toes. Sit back, child's pose. And just rest. Slowing your breath here. Releasing the upper body. Letting your low back go. Letting those glutes stretch. Breathing in nice and deep, feeling those ribs separate. On your exhale, come on up to those hands and knees, and then sit back into those hips. If you have blocks, go ahead and grab them. If you don't have blocks, that's okay. You can use your fingertips down on the floor. But being that I'm so tall, I love to have a little arm extension. We're going to take one foot forward, kind of a low lunge stance. Press our blocks or our fingertips into the floor. And I just want you to rock forward, feeling the stretch in the hip, and then shift back, feeling the lengthening in that front leg. So we want to feel it up through the calf, into the hamstring, and then into the glutes. The back of the leg worked very hard today, so we're going to give it a little bit of a release. Take your time here and move through this at your own pace. Give me about 3 or 4 rock forward and sit backs. And then we're going to hold this one back, lengthen through our spine here, pull our toes up towards our head. Can you drop those shoulders down, pressing into that tailbone? And then rock forward again for me. And sit back. You might hear some pops, some cracks. Go ahead and sit back. Flex that foot. Lengthen your spine. Now point your toes and flex your foot. Feel the stretch down the front of the shin and the back. Next one, let's hold the flex. Nice and easy, planting that foot down, rolling on up, and we're going to switch those legs. Take your time getting set up here, making sure that you have enough space to move around, pressing forward, and then sitting back. Going slow through this motion. We want to make sure we give those hips time to know that we're going to stretch. Next one, let's hold back. Lengthen that spine, sit into those hips. Pull those toes towards your head. Think about the workout you just had. Be proud of that workout. Nice and easy, drop into that foot, rock forward, and shift back. You me 2 more of these here at your own pace. Next one, we're gonna hold back. Flex that foot, lengthen our spine, press into those hips, and then point your toes and flex. Work through this, finding that flexibility in that ankle. Now if your foot can't touch the floor, that's okay. Go as low as you can. We're gonna hold our foot down and come on up. Setting those blocks to the side, sitting down on those hips, nice and tall. We're gonna take one leg across, grab a hold of it, turn towards it, opening up that chest, feeling the stretch in that glute, pressing your palm down into the mat, and then pressing that forearm into your low back, kind of forcing you to sit up nice and tall. Get a little deeper into that stretch, get that thigh up against your belly. And then maybe let your head turn over that shoulder. Big breath in. And on that exhale, release for me. We're gonna switch sides. Pull that leg up nice and tight to that chest. Drop that hand behind your hip. Press your forearm into your low back. Sit up nice and straight. Oh, that feels good. And then turn that chin. Relaxing your leg completely. Big breath in. On that exhale, we're gonna let our leg go. Turning on our mat, grabbing a hold of the strap, laying all the way down. We're gonna get nice and comfortable. Take that strap and place it around one of your legs. Take that other leg and let it go all the way to the floor. Relax the leg you have elevated, letting those arms hold it, letting your low back release. You're gonna inhale nice and deep for me. Maybe close those eyes. And on that exhale, you're gonna pull that leg towards your head just a tad more. We're gonna hold this here for another 15 seconds. Feeling the release in the leg. Consciously taking the tension out of it. Big breath in. And on that exhale, slowly let your leg lower to the floor. And switch those feet. Pulling your other leg up, relaxing those shoulders, letting those hands hold your leg up. Allowing the time for the muscles to realize that we're just stretching, that they can relax. And we're gonna pull that leg towards our head just a touch more. And then for 15 seconds, close your eyes. Just melting into the mat. Deep breath in. And on that exhale, release your leg down. Go ahead and take that strap and set it to the side. Pulling those knees to your chest, grab behind your knees and hug them in, letting your low back release down. Feeling the tension leave your low back and your glutes. Relaxing your face. Taking note of how you feel right now in your body. being proud of what you accomplished. Give me a deep breath in. Grab behind those knees and let it pull you on up to a sitting position. Take your time here and come all the way up, folding those legs into where we started. Taking note of how flexible those hips feel, how much longer those arms feel. Press down into that mat. Big breath in. And exhale. Thank you for spending your time with me. Be proud of what you did, and you are all done.